Sandra, can you hear me? It's easy to just do it. It's a good, like really.
Yeah.
But it's got a delay, so it's really annoying.
Okay.
So you have to wait like. There, it just adjusted. And I need to go a little bit further up. Oh, I love how you like angled them.
Oh yeah, they're stretching out my mat. It's like great.
I thought it was strategic or something.
No. It's to like flatten out my mat a little bit because it's been rolled for so long.
I think I'll go a little bit more.
But she moved from like working with patients to like figuring out what kind of medicines we do, how to personalize things. And she had a couple kids, so she's backed off. Like, what's up? But she was really good at like the stuff that she did.
Awesome. Larry will be right here.
Posture, body parts, anything you want to mess with? Where? Outside?
She says she can hear.
Thank you. Pecs and some outer hip, like glute med stuff, and TFL. All right. Take a nice seat. Close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Take a few breaths. Let's play around a little bit. All right, start with your breath. So listen to yourself, breathe, or work a few of those refinements we do, like slowing down the beginning of the inhale. And the reason we slow down the beginning of the inhale is because we tend to gasp that breath, like, so if we try to slow it down, we can lengthen it out. The exhale tends to taper off. So it does something like, and it gets weak at the end. We want to push the air out. Keep that same intensity from the beginning until the end. We start to feel the breath. So on the inhale, belly comes out, ribs expand. You feel that. Exhale, the belly draws in and the ribs compress. The diaphragm you don't feel. It drops down when you inhale and it comes up when you exhale. Think it's pushing the air out. And then maybe we even pull the air a little bit closer to us, the breath, with Ujjayi, where we let the air rebound off the back of the throat. As the breath continues to move, the next inhale, let the arms lift. Let the exhale bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root. And now all these movements, we want there to be the length of half of that breath. So the inhale, if we counted it out before and it was 2 seconds, it would take us 2 seconds to lift our arms. And when our hands were coming together, it would take us 2 seconds to let our hands come together. And that's how we start working with our breath. One time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. All right, let's start out child's pose. I'll put some music on for y'all in just a second. So you can see here, I'm flexed in the hip, right? So glute max, I'm opening now, right? I'm in a little bit of external rotation, so I'm not really getting this the way I want to, but we will keep working on it. But right now, big glute max, some bottom of your quad, because the top is in flexion, right, for rectus femoris. Now, upper body. Keep your hands at least shoulders width apart. Don't let them go any narrower, or we're going to be engaging the muscles in the chest. We want them to be shoulders width or a little bit wider, so we're in a little more of a neutral position. Now, as you soften, right, so think of the actions. We're hugging in. We're lifting the forearms and the inner biceps up. We're taking the back of our neck to the ceiling, so our forehead's not on the mat right now. But then we're going to start to soften our chest down towards the mat. And that's when you feel big engagement in your spine, like between your shoulder blades from your head to your butt. You're starting to feel that peel up the arms. You get in the chest that little bit here. Light. Keep that working. Keep the arms lifting up. Keep the back of the neck sliding into the ceiling and the chest softening down to the mat. One more breath. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Hands an inch or two in front of your shoulders, knees an inch or two behind your hips. Pointer finger forward, same thing here. If I turn my hands in, that's engaging here. I want to keep this neutral, so I want pointer finger forward or turned out a little bit. Now start to claw into the floor, start to hug the hands in, forearms in, biceps. Sweep the inner heels out because they're going to try to do this. So we sweep out this way. We hug the shins in. We pull our heels to our butt. Pull your pelvic floor in. Pull your belly button in. Pull your shutters closed. Low mountain. And then from here, oscillating cat-cow. Hips go up, back, and around. Forward, under, and down. Up, back, and around. Forward, under, and down. Let's do 5. Now stay with your breath. 2 seconds to take the hips up and back. 2 seconds to take them forward and under, or however long your breath is. Now this is my last one. After this 5th one, I'm going to pause here in low mountain. Then I'm going to work side 2. Up, back, and around. Forward, under, and down. Taking the vertebrae through their full ranges of motion here. Taking the hips through motions. Now, this is my last one. When you're done with your last one, you 5 each side, we'll meet back in that low mountain. Take a breath. Bring the right hand behind your head. Inhale, take the elbow to the sky. Exhale, take it across to the eye of that opposite elbow. Inhale, take the elbow to the sky. Exhale, take it across the body. Let's do 5. After your 5th one, you're going to lower that right hand down. Take a breath. When you're ready, swap. Now the action is you want to draw your hands, your fingers into the back of your head as you push the back of your head into your fingers. So we start firing up those muscles in the back of the neck. Big work here in the upper back, that thoracic spine as we twist. This is my last one. When you're done with your 5, we'll meet back in that low mountain. Take a breath here. Take the knees back a couple inches. Come to puppy dog. Puppy dog is hips stacked up on top of the knees. Now you got to pull these shutters closed. I see this a lot. See, we're not going to get that opener we want through the chest if we let this sinking happen. We got to pull this way. Now we can start to feel that the chest is widening or broad and open here. The upper back, nice and open. We want that. As compared to collapsing between those shoulder blades. One more breath. Look forward. TP the fingers on the right hand. Thread the left hand underneath. Take the twist. You could take that right elbow to the sky. It's going to give you some more space to be able to twist under. You can go even a little bit deeper in that upper back. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. Then TP the fingers on that left hand. Thread the right hand underneath it, whatever your side 2 is. Keep the hips solid, right? We don't want the hip to drop on us. So push into that right knee and pull that energy up the leg into the hip. And then let the twist happen in that middle upper back. Next inhale, come back to center. Soften into puppy dog. Pull those shutters closed. And then next inhale, come up all fours, hands and knees. If you're not sure what the shutters are, right here, they're going to try to blow open, right? It's the bottom of your rib cage. You got to close this. We're going to do that a lot today. Take a couple breaths. When you're ready, step back to plank. So in plank, my shoulders are on top of my wrist crease, and I'm reaching out of my heels. As compared to my feet being like this, straight up and down. I got to be this way, dorsiflexion. Now keep that. Lift the hips, push back into downward dog. Now, if you want to bend your knees in downward dog, you certainly can. Sometimes I always say right in the beginning, soften up the dog so we can work the upper body. We've worked the upper body already a couple times today, so it might be a little more accessible here. Same idea. Hug the hands in. Keep the forearms and the inner biceps lifting up away from the mat. There's a difference, right, between inner and outer biceps. You want the inner biceps to lift. Slide the back of the neck forward, kind of like you're looking just at the heels of your hands. Now, push those hands down and forward, and as you take the chest back towards the toenails, you feel that peel nice and deep up the arms, up the side bodies, through the chest. You feel engagement through the spine. Then if you want to play with the legs, engage the hamstring, so pull your heels to your butt to your heels. Then maybe straighten the legs. One more breath. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Keep it going. Let's do 5. Keep reaching back out of your heels. As we get a little dynamic now through the arms and the shoulders and the chest. Now, here comes my 5th one. When you're ready, see, now we go from here to here. And this is when I go chaturanga. And then inhale, cobra, baby cobra, take 3 breaths. So you could stay low here like this. You can come up a little higher, whatever feels good. After the 3 breaths, lower the chest, push up through plank, back to downward dog. Keep your hands down, swivel to the outside of the right foot and the inside of the left. Feel that peel off the hip. Down through the leg, outside of the leg there, up through the ribs. Inhale, come back to center. Keep your hands down. Swivel to the outside of left, inside the right. But keep pushing back towards that downward dog. Feel that right side now. Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. Shoulders back and down. After the 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Feel that nice peel come up your belly and your chest and your neck and your face. Inhale, come up, take the hands behind the back. Interlace those fingers. Take a nice big inhale, fill the ribs up. And then exhale, take the shoulders back, peel that chest a little bit. Maybe the hands move away from your back a little, deeper in the chest, and then also you'll feel that forearms and biceps a little bit more. Those upper traps, you reach your hands down towards your heels. We worked on that, I think, the other day. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Maybe curl back that little bit. Keep the hips back. They're going to try to fly forward. Keep the sacrum back. Let the back bend happen in the upper back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right hand behind your back, left hand to your elbow. See, this wants to happen, right? So we got to keep this back. Here's your sacrum, top of your pelvis. We got to keep that back. Got to keep these shutters closed. And then push your head into your forearm and use that force feedback to stand up tall in your spine as compared to in your hips. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Swap. Fire up from your feet, right up your legs. We're in mountain pose, right? Tadasana. We're just doing a little variation here. Every muscle hugging into bone here. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step the right leg back, lunge. Just make sure your hips width apart. We don't want to be on the balance beam here. We're just in our neutral position, hips width. High on your fingertips of your block so you get that spine. So what happens to our chest, right, if our upper back rounds? It caves like this. This is one of our misalignments of life, right? We need to be here. So feel all this open up. That's the space we want to have, right? So think of like a cylinder. We're expanding in all directions, right? Front to back, top to bottom, side to side. One more breath. Lower the back knee. Inhale the arms up. Pull the back knee forward. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Pull the shutters closed. Reach up through your thumbs. Now maybe curl back in the pose and feel that come right up your belly and your chest and your neck and your face and your arms. One more breath. Inhale, come up halfway. Take that right hand across the body, bring it to the outside of the thigh. Let the left hand meet. Push them together. Use that now to rotate open. Maybe start to look up towards the ceiling. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Lift the back knee. Step forward. Curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Stay with your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step the left leg back, lunge or whatever your side two is. See, as I go, if I want to get my hands closer to the floor, it can't be here in my arms, my shoulders, right, disengaging, or my upper back. It has to be going deeper into flexion here, right, in this front hip, which means I got to take this into extension. But see, as I lower, I keep my spine neutral. What does my spine want to do? This. Of course it does. But we got to be out here as we work. So if the blocks are your friend, right, you start out, and then maybe you try to work down a little bit, right? Maybe you were here. Then you try to lower down a little. Then you try to lower down. Maybe you go to the floor. Maybe not. One's not better than the other. And then exhale, lower the back knee. Drag the knee forward. Inhale the arms up, take them overhead. If you need to stop and plug in, stop and plug in. Then take them up. And as you feel the belly button drawing towards the spine and the shutters closing, that's when we feel the lift up. Now maybe we curl back. You feel it coming up the front of that left thigh. Then you feel it coming up the belly and the chest and the arms. One more breath. Just inhale, come up halfway. Take this left hand and reach across your body. See, I want to get this side body long. So when I twist into it, right, it's in good space. And then when I push my right hand into my left, I use that force feedback to twist myself open. Maybe even looking up towards the ceiling as I play with the balance a little bit. And then inhale, come back to center. Pause. Lift the back knee. Step forward. Curl back. Inhale, come up, sit back, Utkatasana. I don't remember the last time we've even done that. But remember, we can't always do the shit we always do, right? That's not getting us anywhere. We got to do different things. Sit back deeper. Now, work from your heels, right? Sweep them out. Lift arms, sit back deeper. Charge the legs, core, lift the arms, sit back deeper. Push down, rise up. Nice. Exhale, fold. I got all robotic. It was like lift arms, sit back deeper. Inhale, look forward, come to half fold. Now, work from your heels. We got to get those heels nice and rooted. We don't want our heels to be light. We should not be able to lift our heels up off the floor. Our toes, yes, but not our heel. And then not your pinky toe mound. So you're going to go from your heel to take the outside of the foot and widen it forward till the pinky toe mound roots. Now widen your foot to the midline till the big toe mound roots. And your feet are going to just look alive right now. Those arches are lifting up. Now charge the legs. So you got to sweep the inner heels out. You got to hug the shins in. You got to pull your heels to your butt to your heels, and your kneecaps to your waist. Now as you drag your fingers to your toes, it's going to feel like you pull your spine out of your waist. We want that. Now go ahead and fold into the pose a little deeper. You could do that again. You can inhale, look forward. You're going to charge from your feet up your legs, up the upper trunk, and then fold into the pose. I do that every breath. That's staying a little more dynamic, or what we say like active in our postures. It's not a right or wrong. It's just I like to stay a little more moving, and if you want to stay static, great. You're going to hold the pose a little bit more. If you're staying dynamic, each inhale you're looking forward, and as you charge the legs and lengthen the spine, the exhale you fold a little bit deeper. One more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. Stay with your breath. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Keep your chest working back towards your toenails. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Nah, I'm not. Spin the back. Yeah, I heard the bottles moving. I wasn't. Climb the elbow to the knee. Plug the arm in. Sweep the bicep up along the cheek. Extend the side angle. And you'll understand why in just a few more minutes, right? Well, because we're going to kick it up right now. Now push into that front heel and feel the power back into that right hip. We're not just trying to collapse into it. We still have to stabilize it. Now work from the pelvic floor. Pull the belly in, pull the shutters closed. Now start to rotate open. So you take the top of the ribs back, the bottom of the ribs forward. Push into your front heel. Inhale, come up tall to that warrior two. Take the palm up, come back into that reverse warrior. Curl back. Don't collapse, right? Keep that front knee moving forward so it's staying stacked up on top of the ankle. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Hands are going to go behind your back, interlace your fingers. Bow to the inside of that right thigh. Look to the front left corner of your mat. That's going to make the spine long. Now maybe reach the arms up overhead here, like you're reaching them to the ceiling. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Spin the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. All right, think about how sweet that break's going to be after this second side. One of those moments, right, in our practice, it's hard, challenging. That's the game, right? Reach the left leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Remember, if we just do shit that's comfortable, we're never going to get anywhere. Now, spin the back heel down, line the balance beam up. So heel in line with back arch. Climb the elbow to the knee. Plug the arm in, sweep it up. If you're going to go hand to the block or the floor, feel free. Keep the power in that front leg. So first your front heel pulls back to you, right? But keep pushing down on it. That's how you're going to pull the energy back up into that left hip. And then as we rotate open, maybe we even start to look up. And then inhale, come up, warrior two. Pause. Palm up. Slide back in reverse warrior. Keep that right thigh back. It's going to try to pop forward. Don't let your right thigh, your right hip go to the brick wall. Right thigh and right hip are going to the wall with the window and the door. Open that left knee toward the wall with the window and the door. Take one more breath. Now, as you come up to warrior two, when your hands go behind your back, if your left pinky was under, right pinky this time, the uncomfortable way. Bow to the inside of that left thigh. Look to the front right corner of the mat. Keep your front knee on top of your ankle. Now, as you fold into the pose, maybe you reach up towards the sky and you deepen that stretch through the arms and the chest. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Spin the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Inhale, come forward to plank. Trina's ready to attack me over here. Listen, that's what it's like. You want that hit of coffee, right? You're like, damn, dude, come on, take the break. I need this little sip of coffee. Shit's calling me. Keep breathing. I don't do coffee, but I do tea, and it calls me. Or if you do beer or wine or some shit, you get the idea. Keep pushing down. Don't let your upper back collapse, right? Scapula should be moving away from the spine in this position. This is a push. And in a push, scapulas protract. Your shoulder blades going to your midline is retraction. We don't want that. Keep breathing. We only got about 10 seconds left. And when you're ready, slowly lower your knees. Take a little break. Nice, y'all. Good work. You can go child's pose. You can go Vajrasana. You can, it's not on. If you want to do the fan, hit the button again. It's not on. If it's not orange, it's not on. Yeah, now turn that till you see the little fan thing. Yeah. Hit the side of it again. And it should say 2 hours. It only gives 2 hours, right? Does it have time?
It says 15 minutes.
Oh, spin it then. Mine downstairs only does 2 hours. Yep, and then just hit that again, and it'll kick on the fan. Yep. And in about 30 seconds, you hear it go. That'll suck the air out.
I got your back. I don't know about this guy. Doing reverse warrior. Are you still putting your back leg back?
So in reverse warrior, I believe this is the question. This is the pose. This is what wants to happen.
Yeah. Okay, and then what about when you do the, that?
Same thing. Same thing in the legs.
Okay.
That's the reason that I link those together, because it's the same hold in the legs. It's a long hold in the legs, right? But it's the same hold. It's just moving. But what wants to happen? We talked about this like last week. Transitions are where shit wants to go wrong, right? That's where the movement happens, and that's where the things want to pull apart. So as you transition, right, from those three poses, the legs just hold in one place. But that's challenging because every time you move, right, this wants to happen. But it's about feeling that you're holding this space, right? And then you're working from pose to pose, right? And this never moves. Is that shit easy? No, right? It's super hard. But that's the challenge. That's why we don't do AMRAP. We're not doing as many reps as possible, right? We're doing like, can we do one good conscious movement? Question?
Is the conceptual movement then, like for your back leg not to pop out, then to like an external rotation?
The back leg would be internal rotation.
So like when you're like this and you're coming up into reverse warrior, but you're trying not to pop it out, I tend to like conceptually try to externally rotate. Is that wrong?
So try this real quick. So you see where we're at? So stick your butt back. Stick your butt back on the right side.
Yeah.
That.
Okay. So it's not so much of the thigh anymore.
Yeah, so think there's a joint there,
Yeah.
right? So the femur, which is what you're talking about, internal, that's your thigh bone, internal, external rotation, it's really about taking the whole thing back, right? And the hip as well, like to set the whole pelvis. Your pelvis always needs a posterior shift. It lives up here, right? We always have to do this kind of stuff to our pelvis because we just live here, right? So even here, when we're in this position, right, I'm sticking my butt back this way. Now this wants to happen, right? So then I got to work all this to open up, but now this just holds. This is real. That's why your toes should be turned forward a little bit because it's internal rotation. If it's external rotation, look what happens to the hip. It wants to pull the pelvis forward as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I never thought of something in that way and tried to think, but it's just where there's a joint, there's always going to be a little, like with the leg, and sometimes I say to y'all, if you sweep the heel, you can get internal or external rotation, but this is what we're moving. There's two joints here. So does this work? Yes, it works, but is it ultimately what we want? No, we want to be able to rotate our thigh itself. Make sense? Remember, not Yoga 101, certainly deeper thoughts. All right, let's go all fours, hands and knees. Turn those hands out, little arm and chest thing we do. So belly in. You know, I see that a lot in the warrior, in the reverse warriors, the transitioning warriors. That back thigh wants to come forward. And the challenge is the front thigh is what we're stretching. So the front thigh wants to pull in all the time, right? I think we're stretching adductors, the insides of the thigh. So it wants to yank the pelvis a little. Inhale, unwind, sit back, give you a little twist. It kind of wants to yank the pelvis around. That's why my cue to y'all is in those poses, belly button first. So you come out of work the hip extensors opening, or letting the hip flexors open and firing up hip extensors, then letting the inside of the knee open up. Inhale, come up, exhale, hands down. I'll try to touch that for the next week or two here so we could play with it. So feel free to stay here. You can walk your hands together. If you want to hit Mayurasana, you always could. I tend to show y'all with your knees wide, feet together. Look forward, bring the elbows towards the belly. Bring the legs up. Wherever you're at, unwind. Sit back on your heels, give a little spin. And then we'll meet back all fours. Cross your right leg over your left while we're here. Take your feet apart and sit back between your heels. Reach down to this left side, pull the sit bone back and out, then the right. And then if you want to hinge forward a little bit here, you can. If you want to work the cow facing, which would work the arms, left arm in front, plug, bend the elbow, reach back. Right hand out to the side, fingernails forward, bend the elbow, wiggle the hand up. Or drop, if you can't clasp your hands, drop the strap from your left hand into your right. Now push your head back into your forearm and use that feedback to sit up nice and tall. Yep, and we're all on the outside of the hip here. Down the leg a little bit, one more breath. Watch the boing as you release the arms. Unwind the legs. Come back to all fours. And then when you're ready, we'll swap side too. So left over right. If you're tight in the back of the hip, start with the front of your right thigh nice and tight to the back of your left knee. Then take the feet apart and sit back between your heels. And then if we're happy here, we stay here. If we want to do Gomukhasana, the cow facing, so it's opposite elbow, opposite knee. So if your right knee is up, you need your left elbow. If your left knee is up, your right elbow needs to be up. All right? Left hand out to the side, fingernails forward. Sorry, I just can't take that at my knee anymore. I had to let that go. And then sit up tall by pushing your head back into your forearm. Yeah, pull those shutters closed. And breathe. And then watch the boing. Unwind the arms, unwind the legs, spin back, all fours. And then just reach one leg back, open up the knee and the hip. Lower down, swap side two. Lower down. Bisect the calves, so push between the middle of the two heads and push the outside calf away to the side walls. Sit back between your heels. Unsickle your feet, so turn them out. The space between our knees will all be different, but the outside of our shins will all be parallel with the sides of our mats. Take the hands behind you. Now, we've taken the hip. This is flexion in the hip. Once we come to extension, like we're standing up, we're starting to stretch rectus femoris. We can get deeper here. If you want to lay back, the trick is to go inhale, breathe up out of your waist. Exhale, belly to spine, pubic bone to the ceiling, or sit bones to the backs of your knees. And as your low back fills in, you could go back a little further. Then you do that again. Belly, sit bones or pubic bone, maybe you lay back a little further. Keep playing what feels good to you. Doesn't matter if you lay all the way back. It's wherever you want to go to. Keep hugging your knees into the midline. When you're ready, inhale, come up. All fours. Just reach the one leg back. Open up the knee and the hip again. Lower it down. Swap side two. Lower it down. Take a breath. Step back to plank. Downward dog. Maybe pedal the heels a couple times if that feels good. Come to neutral. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana 1 crescent. Push from that back foot to the front heel. Step forward. Open the hip. Bring the ankle over the knee. Sit back. Keep reaching your right sit bone back more than your left. This wants to happen, right? See how this right one wants to come forward? So I got to take this right sit bone back more. Feel free to play with the pose wherever you want to go. Hands to the blocks, to the floor, Ekapada Galavasana, whatever you want to play with. Nice. One more breath. Push down, rise up, release that leg. Bring it up in front. Take the arms up. Now, this will give you a little more balance, arms by the side. Hinge at the hip, don't kick the leg back. Now, kick back like you're pushing through that brick wall. One more breath. Now float back, warrior 1. Yes, lower the back knee. Lift the back knee. Exhale the hands down. Step back, downward dog. Move through 1 vinyasa. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. When you're ready, inhale, come up. Vira 1 crescent. See, now this is inflection. We got to bring it to extension. So we're going to push from our back heel to our front. Here's the hip coming up in extension. Yep. Open the hip, ankle above the knee. This time you're going to reach your left sit bone back a little more than your right. See how I can move my toes, but not my heel. Got to keep that heel heavy. Keep sitting back. We're in the back of the hip again and down the back of the leg. And then we're playing with some balance. So keep that core fired up. So pull your pelvic floor up. And pull your belly button in. Pull those shutters closed. And push your hands together. Yes. One more breath. Now push down, rise up. Release the leg in front. Bring the arms up. Root the heel so you can move your toes on your left foot. Now don't worry about the leg. Hinge. Try to get your arms in your chest parallel with the floor. Now kick that leg back like you're pushing through the wall behind you. Reach forward out of the fingertips. Forward out of the crown of the head. One more breath. Now float back. Warrior 1. Lower the back knee. Lift the back knee. Step forward. Curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Nice, y'all. Grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. So if you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on the mat. Interlace your hands behind your thigh. As you reach that heel to the sky, take a bunch of breaths. You can swap side too. If you're at home or in the studio, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you. I'll talk everyone through downward dog and L pose but you're more than welcome to do handstand, headstand, tripod, pincha, anything you want to mess with, all right? So if you want to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. If you want to work on your own, your headstand, your handstand, your tripod, your pincha, go for it, all right? If you're with me, all fours, hands and knees. We're in that low mountain, feet are touching the wall. We're going to take a couple breaths. Then we're going to lift our knees and our hips up like we're in a short downward dog. Step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. Nice, y'all. If your knees are bent, you're in downward dog inverted. If your legs are straight, you're in elbows. Try to have your thighs parallel with the floor. What's the question? What was it?
So once you do that,
The downward dog in the elbows?
yeah, kind of when you're on the right ankle, where are you taking us next after that?
One leg.
Oh, okay.
The one leg up.
Yeah.
And then from there, I guess it moves into the headstands and the,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. But try the one-legged. Think of the, yeah, like a split, like a standing split.
Trying to get to that.
You're trying to get to this. Yeah, yeah. Does it matter if you ever get there? No, but yes, since that was the question, yeah, you're trying to get to, yeah. We're talking about progressions of inversions, right? So think about like the foundations. That's how we progress them. So physically, L pose is harder than handstand. Handstand stacks all the weight up, so it's a little easier. L pose, the weight's all out the back. So there's like, it's a challenging pose, and then to take the arms up overhead. But we just show you that one first because it's less ass overhead. So it's more accessible, right? Now, once you work from there, then think headstand, right? Because it's gonna have a nice solid foundation. There's lots of stuff on the floor, right? So that would be our progression, just like then tripod, then handstand, right? So it all kind of just bumps up just a little bit. Make sense? We don't want to go from, I mean, if it's in your practice, but as you're learning the poses, we don't just go from downward dog inverted to one-handed handstand, right? We got those progressions on how we're going to move our way up. We can work on that. Do I see you when I'm not on the mat? Is it usually Thursdays, or? If I'm not on the mat, I'll give you a hand. On Thursdays, I'm on the mat with y'all. Saturdays, Trina's back, so she's been practicing on the mat, and then I can walk around. So the days that I'm off the mat, yeah, we can get into a little. We could break down inversions or handstand if you guys want, like maybe in the next couple weeks. We can mess with it a little bit. It could be. It could be. Inversion conversion is my. I always got to have some silly little name. I don't know. All right, let's go. Are we inverted out? Are we there? Go ahead. If you're going to kick up, go for it. And then. So see here, real quick, while we're talking before we hit our backs. So see what happens is now I create this foundation, right? I got all this that I'm going to be able to kick up on. If I'm like this is a lot less surface area, right? This is more surface area. This is less surface area. So I always want to try to make myself working, right, from what's going to give me the most surface area. That's going to be the most stable, right? That's why we don't let our elbows go out to the side. We got to keep hugging in. If I do this, so see where I'm at? I'm from here to here. That's a lot of area, right, that I can balance. If my elbows go out, look where the area is. Now it's only from here to here. The width part isn't going to matter because it's disengaging your shoulders. The idea is that you can go like this and then like this. And that's where the integration is. See if it goes this way, see what happens in my shoulders? They just kind of like peel away. So I want to be here so then I can integrate back. That's how I'm going to be able to then progress up. Make sense? All right, let's go on our backs. Let's get a little back bend in. We'll get a twist, a little happy baby or something. And then we'll go outside and realize that it's 20 degrees colder than it was when you came. All right, so let's start on our backs. Knees are bent, feet are parallel like train tracks. Feel your heels with your fingertips to know how to get your knees on top of your ankles. That's what we want, that stack up. Sacrum is flat like we talked about before. You can always robot your arms, right, like this, to help hold the shoulders back a little more. Now charge the legs up just like we've been doing. So push into your heels, sweep those inner heels out, hug those shins in, pull your heels to your butt. Pelvic floor up, belly in, shutters closed. Slowly lift the hips. Come to bridge. Maybe take the shoulders under a little deeper. Maybe interlace your hands behind your back. Feel the chest open a little bit deeper from that. A little bit of pushing your head back into the mat so there's a little connection in the neck here. Now, as you gently push your feet down and forward, remember first we pulled them to us. Now as we push them forward a little bit, we start to work that back bend underneath the shoulder blades nice and deep. The knees reach forward, the upper palate of the mouth reaches back so the throat opens. Now stay engaged as you lower down. See if you get sacrum to land flat. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch, hands to cactus or field goal. If the backs of your hands don't touch the floor, no problem. Take the block like this, and then you can bring your hand like this. The second one, I'll first bring you into bridge and then wheel, play wherever feels good to you. All right, open the knees, reset the feet, bring the arms back along the sides. Charge those legs up, core. When you're ready, slowly lift the hips. You're going to go into wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat, and turn them out. This is what we just talked about. When I turn my hands out, my elbows are going to come in. You're going to see that they line up with the outside of my shoulders, and now I can plug my shoulders back, then maybe push down to come up. One more breath. Stay engaged as you lower down. Take the feet wide. Let the knees touch. Hands to cactus or field goal. And then just windshield wiper the knees. So open them with the feet wide. Just take them side to side. Hug the knees to your, come to neutral, hug the knees to your chest. Keep the knees together, let the knees fall to the right. Left shoulder stays rooted. You could put the block between your thighs. That's going to help stack that left hip up on top of the right a little bit more. You could put the block underneath the outside of the right thigh. That will bring the floor up a little higher and make the twist a little more accessible. Don't lose your belly. So belly button to spine and shutters closed. Inhale, come back to center. Pause in the middle. Let the knees start to settle towards the left or whatever your side two is. Keep this right shoulder nice and rooted. Belly to spine. Sit bones to the backs of the knees. See, if your belly goes forward towards your knees, your sit bones are going to come up towards like your back. We want exactly the opposite. The belly button working to the spine and the sit bones lengthening behind the knees. Inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Reach the arms and the legs. Hug those knees to your chest. Take the knees wide. Come to happy baby. Keep the sacrum flat. Keep the knees wider than your shoulders. You can reach one leg out or both legs out. You can rock side to side, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation that feels good to you. Here as we lay back, we let the legs stretch out. The feet gently roll open. The arms come along the sides. The head rests back. Maybe let the eyes close. Allow the tongue to soften from the roof of the mouth. The body get heavy. The mind soften back to the breath. Let each exhale clear and remove and make space. Let each inhale draw in something new. The change. And the heart opens as it prepares to move the practice from the mat into the yoga of life, the practice of life. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feel the breath as it washes over the body, your toes, your fingers, the crown of your head, through your heart, as we reawaken that better version of ourselves. As the fingers and the toes wiggle, maybe the arms and the legs begin to stretch, or we reach in a way that feels good to us. Taking our time, moving slowly and consciously. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest. Just roll to the right side. Push your hands down. Come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. One more time to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. We softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Thanks, crew. You know, if you have any questions, get me before you go. Home crew, if you need me, hit me up.